Reaction.
Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day. What edition is this? I think it's Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on where in the world you are. And here in the USA, last night or afternoon, we had Bitcoin finally hit 100,000. Very exciting stuff. And got up to 104 actually. But it has retraced today down to 90 and then up to 97. So we'll look at the chart shortly. I want to start today with an email I was looking at earlier this morning. I thought it was interesting because it was kind of a different take on what's going on. So let me find that. Yeah, there we go. And so you should be seeing my Good Morning Crypto email. And I wanted to go over the Santos post that they were talking about. And why this is kind of interesting is he's remembering back when Bitcoin was only $1,000. So it's his opinion that 100,000 is the new 1,000. So Bitcoin's going to keep going up and up and up. And people who get in now are going to be like, man, I got in at 100,000. I'm so lucky now that's up to a million, or 5 million or 10 million. Um, I don't know if I'm quite that optimistic, but I thought I would share this. Maybe we'll ride some of the FOMO, fear of missing out, that some other people are going to be feeling. Bitcoin should get a lot more retail attention now that it's had this move, and we'll just see how far this takes us. The market's just been crazy lately. We talked on Monday about how certain coins have really exploded and some have dropped. You know, Solana has taken a dip down, um, though it did respond a little bit better today. But in some, they talked about Dino projects on the CryptNation call or the Altcoin Alert call on Tuesday. Or no, yeah, it was one of those calls. But it's just older projects starting to make a run. Cardano and Algo and quite a few others, XRP, XLM. Some of those are making double-digit moves and even like 50% and higher. So this just seems so random. So just be careful. And if you've got some older projects that you're hanging on to and waiting, probably wouldn't hurt to wait a little longer. Maybe yours will be the next one that's caught. I sold some Atom. I wish I'd have held on to.
I just sold mine.
Yeah, I sold mine for between about 650 and about 995. I think two or three different sales. So I've got one chunk left. I'm selling at 1050. So that's about what I bought it for a year and a half ago or so. So I'll try to get most of my money back. But I've done pretty well on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, so it's all good. And I've taken one for the team. I keep doing these Ethereum shorts on Coinbase with no analysis. I just take a short just as a hedge. And so as you guys, if you've been with me for a while, a couple of years, you know that when I do that, the markets tend to go up when I take a short with no analysis. So I'm still doing that and still getting hammered for it. But hey, I'm making money on the other side, so I guess it's all good. And guys, I do like this email. I get it every day. Crypto, good morning, crypto. Actually comes in the evening. I think it's from South Africa, so the time zone's a little weird, but there's a bunch of information in this one today. Mostly people flashing back to various price points of Bitcoin and celebrating the 100K move. So pretty exciting stuff there. Let's go ahead and go to the Bitcoin chart and look at that. Here we go on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. So I want to pinpoint when it broke over 100K. It was this time here at 8 p.m. Mountain Time last night, and stayed there for all the evening, and then took the big drop during the day all the way down to 90K. and then it shot back up to 97. So it's probably going to be volatile. It won't go straight up. We'll see some of this action. But as day traders, those are good moves to trade. So I've had a really good trading days today and yesterday. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as well. So let's see. And then we'll look at Ethereum. Got the day chart up, and it's broken through the structure here. It's 3,500, which probably will be support now, and all the way up to 3,850. I've got my short at 3,750. So if Ethereum drops again, maybe that one will actually make money, but probably not. Sure would like to see $4,000 Ethereum. So we had that. We had the Ethereum ETF information coming out earlier in the year, around June. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised at all to see $4,000 Ethereum in the next week or two. Okay, that's a lot of news to talk about. You guys have any other questions, comments, or wild prognostications you want to share? Really? I thought you guys would be chattier than this.
I have one question on the indicator. I go up in the upper left there and I click on the indicator, but on some of the charts that I've downloaded from other people, the indicator has crosshair lines that go all the way across, and some it's just a little tiny cross. Do you have any idea how you turn that on?
Are you
Or,
talking about the Deluxe Algo visible supply and demand visible range
but
with the red and the green here?
no, no, see your indicator like where the hand is right now. Now you move it and it's a little cross,
Uh-huh.
but there's lines that follow it that go completely across the chart. And
Oh, okay.
on some of mine are just little tiny ones. It's all I have is a little tiny one, and some it goes all the way across, so it makes it really easy to follow like you've got it.
Yeah, I think that's a Windows function. I don't
Okay.
know if that's a trading view function or not.
All right, never mind.
Little beyond scope of this
Okay, yeah,
this
I
Zoom
know.
call to go over, but if you want to book
Big
That's the
deal.
the
cursor.
Zoom call with me some
The
other time, we
cursor,
could probably
that's the
figure it out.
word.
It's got to do with the cursor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the word.
yeah, the cursor. Um,
Yeah, it's in the Windows setup somewhere.
yeah. Okay,
Thank
any
you.
other questions or comments? I think there was somebody wanted to look at a specific coin. I'll have to maybe find that later. Shoot, I should have made a note of that earlier. Now I can't find it. Oh well. If somebody sent me an email about a coin to look at, then and you're on, please bring it up, and we'll look at it towards the end of our time here. So, all right. So, what do we do now? We're in a bull market. Bitcoin's broken 100K and then dipped back down. So, is this a good time to get in on some altcoins or maybe even Bitcoin and ride the next wave up, or has it played out and should we just wait longer? So, I think this is a good time to go to Altcoin Alert and my day trading layout, see what they have to say. So here's Altcoin Alert. I'm on. Easy mode is off. Altcoin radar is on. Gonna refresh, get the most current information, and then we'll look at an Altcoin Alert sort here. And we have a lot of values over 80 today. We haven't had that many, and we've got about 14 or 15 today. Yeah, 14 or 80 or higher. So, and some coins, I like to trade. We've got CRV. I've been trading that the last couple days, and Sandbox and Gala I traded today, and Theta. Both of these So these are all older projects, but Woo is just below 80 at 79. EGLD 78. So those are all potential contenders. Let's go to the top here in CRV. I've got that one open. So this is my day trading layout, 15-minute chart, supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo. That indicator is helping with support and resistance for this time frame. Got the RTI, relative trend index, to help with entries, and cumulative delta for confirmation on trend-based trades. So what I'm looking for on the RTI is kind of what we have right now, a break above the 50. And most of those have worked out for me on CRV. On my day trading layout, I'm really only going for 1 to 1.5% move. I'm an experienced day trader, so I'm on leverage on a foreign exchange on 10x leverage. So for me, that's 10 to 15% for each trade, which I like. But if you're just starting out as a day trader or just sort of dabbling with it, you're on Coinbase, you're trading spot, then you may want to go for some bigger moves, like 2 to 5%. We'll evaluate those as well. So 15-minute charts, CRV, and you can see we dipped below the 20 and shot above the 50, but then dipped back down. So are we going to do something like this with another break up? So he likes to break up, then dip down, then shoot up again. That's been the pattern we've been seeing on CRV for the last day or so. So I'm going to set this alert. Cross over the 50. In a bull market, I use the 50 sometimes instead of the 20 because the coins don't always dip down to 20. Once per bar close, we'll leave it on all day. And this is an AA score purchase. Notifications, notify an app on my phone, toast notification, show up on my screen on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop. And I've got 3 notes reverb, but there's a lot to choose from here. Click create and you're good to go. I'm not going to do that because I already have this alert. So that's the day trading approach. On the swing trade, we'll go over here to the 1-hour chart. This looks a little different. Okay. Not getting what I'm used to seeing. I'm not sure why that's happening. Let me try a different sort. Let's add SuperTrend. I'm adding SuperTrend because that's what I usually use on my day trading or my swing trading chart. It helps me get the pretty good entries. It's not showing up today. All right, guys, sorry about that. I wonder if it's if we try this one. Okay, there we go. I will use this one instead. All right, so CRV on the hour chart. It's currently in a sell on the, sorry, that was the Ethereum. We're actually in a buy, but we're at the red zone on the 1-hour chart. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, same thing. We're at the top of the zone here. about 8 hours. Want to see if there's room to move. Yeah, we're at a pretty much a recent high. This might be an all-time high for CRV. No, it's not an all-time high. It was way above $5 in 2022. So I'm not sure if I want to wait 2 years on the swing trade. So keep that in mind. On the hour chart, we're going to buy. If you took that now and went to the top of the red zone, your potential profit's 12%, which is pretty good. I'm not sure how probable it is that we're going to get up there. So I don't like
Question.
this. Yeah, go ahead.
So when you set an alert on that green and red line, uh, none of the choices are change of color. It's like crossing, but not the change of color. Is there a way to do it when it changes color? Because like it crosses way before it changes color. Seems like for me that would be the color change would be a better indicator sometimes.
Well, on this indicator, on the SuperTrend, they have a direction change. So I think that's what you're asking about. So it looks like it's going to change direction. That's one you can leave on and trade both directions.
So that would
Um,
be color change basically.
right. Well, it's going to
Okay,
show. It's going to go from a buy to a sell.
okay.
So, but I think what you're asking about is the Trendilo LSMA and getting a color change. I don't know if that's one of the
No, no,
alerts
no.
this
You
one
were on
has.
the right one. The trend,
Okay.
the super trend. It was just. I guess I'm too literal in my.
Uh,
You know,
yeah, I don't think this.
red to green is what I was looking for.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you would use for the super trend.
Okay, thank
And
you.
then you would match that up with the Trendio LSMA for your confirmation.
Right.
So in this scenario, if the buy goes off and the Trendio is green, then you have a decision to make because that's happening and we're at the top of the zone. Ideally, that happens down here, coming out of the green zone. Like this would have been a great entry, obviously. And this one would have been okay.
Yeah.
This one would have been kind of iffy, but it ended up working out. I don't know if I would have taken that trade or not, but it did shoot up 16%. So what you might want to do is wait for the next buy, or you could get in now and hold some funds back for an additional purchase if it goes against you. So, but I'm not liking this as a swing trade. All right, any questions on CRV? Okay. Let's see what else we have to do on Altcoin Alert. So that was an AA score. Got quite a few. Sandbox, Gala. Yeah, let's look at Gala. That was one I had not looked at in probably 6 months, and it showed up on that sort today, and thought, yeah, let's check it out. Okay, it's looking a little weird. Um, all right, I will use this window for the day trading RTI. Well, this is hopefully valuable for you guys to show how you can move around on trading view to find what you're looking for. Got a few different layouts and they're not cooperating right now. All right, so here's my day trading RTI. And they're not coming up.
Comment on trading value.
Technical
They,
problems.
yeah, they updated today or yesterday. I'm not
Hmm.
sure. The program,
Yeah.
which they don't do very much of.
Hmm.
So maybe that's messed you up.
That could be. Okay, we did with a few more seconds, it did load. So we've got the supply and demand visible range here now, and the RTI and the cumulative delta where they should be. What were we looking at? See, was it Gala or CRV? I think it was Gala.
Kayla.
Yeah, so there we go. So Gala on the RTI. It's gonna take a moment to load on this Gala chart. Put this on the swing trade option. We'll come back to that. All right, so this is what we're looking for here on Gala. It's kind of in the middle. We had a recent break above the 50. I think I traded this earlier today. And we've got a little bit of room to the red zone. Yeah, 4%. That's a good day trade. So on this one, I'd want to see it dip below the 50 and then come back up. So set an alert like this, right click on the RTI, crossing up, or we could just use the cross over 50 right here. Once per bar close, we'll leave it on all day until you turn it off. And the alert name, we found this through AA score purchase notifications, choose the one you like, and you're good to go. Since I had this alert on already, I'm not gonna set it. Okay, and if any of you want this setup, I can send it to you through sharing, the sharing function. Just email me at cryptocj13@gmail.com and I'll send you a link to it. That way you wouldn't have to recreate it. Okay, let's look at Gala as a swing trade. Well, shoot. Now we've got, use that chart view. Okay. It's not looking quite the way I like to see it, but all right, so we're in a buy, but we're in the red zone here. I think we're going to see this most of the swing trade setups. On the 1 hour chart, they're going to be at or near the red zone. And we're going to have to go to the 4 hour, the 8 hour to see if there's potential retracement farther back. Not on the 4 hour and not on the 8 hour either. On the day chart, well, this is a recent high for Gala. So go to the week chart. Yeah, it was quite a bit higher back in 2022, last bull market, but we're not even close to that now. Yeah, this was nearly $1 about 3 years ago, but we're at 6 cents now. It's gonna take a while before we get that far. So I'm not liking this as a swing trade necessarily, but if you want to run with it, right click on this super trend and choose buy for long, and you know the rest. Okay, any questions on Gala as a day trade or swing trade? All right, so let's go to Altcoin Alert and look around at some of the other sorts. That was the AA score. Social activity is another one I like. I should probably refresh.
I was gonna say ZRX, but it looks like we might have missed it. It's gone crazy in the last hour.
Yeah, could look at that one. Is that a request to look at ZRX?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
All right,
It's going a little nuts right now, though. I don't
let's
know.
check it out. Yeah, 35%. Wow. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, some of these older projects are going to take off. That's been the trend in this bull market. So we're too late for this pump, unless you want to keep riding it. Not the way I really like. I really like to trade, though. That's a valid way of trading. If you see a trend, and you just want to ride with it, you can go with it. I like to see pullbacks on the RTI, like something like this, something like this. You know, dip below the 50 at least, or below the 20. Yeah, this one went below the 20 and went below the 20 again. It did over here as well. Broke above the 50. That shows evidence of, you know, some momentum behind it. And you might want to get in here, set that alert on the 50, and then get in and ride it up. So right click on the RTI, cross over on the 50, once per bar close, and you know the rest. Or you get in now and see how far you can ride it. All right, let's look at this as a swing trade. Yeah, this is a recent high for ZRX. What we're seeing on all these coins. Getting pulled up by Bitcoin. 4 hours, no help. And a day chart's about the same. Week chart. Then we get highs from, you know, a couple of years ago. Yeah, ZRX was over $1 in about 3 years ago.
Can you go back a little further on that? Because, I mean, yeah, see, there's the high, but you say like you wouldn't want to wait 3 years, but that's a short time when it took that leap and had the high. You know, so if you go back 3 years and it looks like, oh, that's a long time to get back there. But before that, it was right about where it is now, and then all of a sudden it hit that big high.
Yeah, I think you're talking about, you know, this clump of candles
Right.
here.
And just to the
Where
left of it, it's about where we were.
Right. And I've been criticized more than once for saying, you know, just because something was at a high back here doesn't mean it's going to take that long to get there again. And if we have Bitcoin pumping up to 200K and pulling up the rest of the market with it, yeah, that could be valid. So, but that's just the information we have that's before us right
Okay.
now to show us, you know, how long it took. So, and this one actually has a pretty good move in not that long ago in March. It was up to 126. So that would be an amazing swing trade. You got in now and rode that back up to that high, you know, 55%. That's awesome. So, and it wouldn't just take a few months. Again, I'm a day trader dabbling a little bit in swing trading, so I don't always have the patience to wait months.
Right.
But for those of you guys who are more hodlers or more long-term swing traders, nothing wrong with a trade like that. So, all right. So, and you're Paul, right?
Yeah.
Trade wins. Paul from Angeles. That's right.
Yep.
And thank you for that. Any
I
other?
was just thinking 4 years ago would be a more apt time frame, you know, after the last halving to judge how long it's going to take before it takes off.
Yeah, that's more of a, and that's fine. That's more of a hodling approach, and
Yeah, well,
you're
just a
using
swing.
the Bitcoin halvings as your entries and exits, and that's great for hodling. That's just not really what I'm talking about necessarily. in these
Right.
calls, but I don't mind drifting into talking about hodling. I do that from time to time. I think I did that at the beginning of this Zoom call. So, but yeah, that's a good point. You can take these principles and apply them to longer time frames and do pretty well. So, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's go back to the hour. I guess you could get in now and hang on for 4 years, like Paul's suggesting, or maybe just wait for the next buy. So that's how you do that. Or get in now with a small amount and hold most of it back for a retrace
Yep.
or a dip. So, but I don't like getting in the way it is right now. So you do you. All right. Any questions on ZRX?
When I try to set an alert on the Trendilo, it comes up with a thing value, but I haven't been able to figure out what that refers to. Could you go to the Trendilo for a second and
Yeah, it's not alert friendly. So that's why I don't use it for alerts.
okay.
And that's a problem with some trading view indicators. They can't
Right.
provide valuable information, but they're just not alert friendly. They don't build alerts into them, and
Yeah, no, right under crossing, it says
Mhm.
value, but I don't know
Right.
what that means. Do you?
Yeah, it's where I've clicked to open this alert. So
Okay, never mind.
that's how that works. So if
The
I,
arbiter. Thank you.
yeah, okay, I think that's what it is. Trendio, I can also right click on this. Right, that's because I clicked on around the 60 and it came up 59.72. So that's what that is. All right, let's look at another altcoin alert function. We did social activity. Let's look at long-term sentiment. We're going to match that up with Elder Impulse. So long-term sentiment, where people are talking about online, usually on Twitter, and then Elder Impulse, which is a technical indicator. When these match up, that's worth further investigation. So we've got quite a few matches here. Got 300 bullish coins according to Elder Impulse. And a lot of this, I don't know how to say, I like Stewie, but it's only neutral on the Impulse. Jasmy, I was trading this a lot a couple months ago. FTX token, that's kind of interesting. Uniswap, Anchor, Dusk. These are older projects that are making good moves. Anchor 20%, Dusk 7%, Teller 10%, Stacks 10%. I actually have a swing trade on Stacks I want to get out of, so I hope that one keeps moving. ICP, Monero, so these are all good candidates for alerts. Let's look at Jasmy. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Okay, on the day trading layout, pretty close to the red zone here. So I wouldn't want to get in yet. I want to wait for that dips down below the 50, like what we have here. Use my vertical line. Got a break above the 50 right about here, and made a nice move up. Another one here, in case you missed that one. And then another one here. So the 50 approach can be kind of forgiving. If you miss one, you can catch the next one. Downside is the alerts keep going off. So that can be a little annoying, but that's the nature of alert-based trading. Okay. Right click on the RTI. cross up on the 50. Now there's another alert approach that I haven't talked about today that I often use for trading both directions. That's entering a channel. Put 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. I used this yesterday when the market was doing some of this action before we had the big pump. Alert name. This is long-term sentiment. Notifications, pretty much the same. Might change this to chirpy or beep beep or something like that. Click create and you're good to go on Jasmy. So I've got 5 alerts running now, so I'm not going to do that one. Okay, and then let's look at this as a swing trade. Okay, I went through the last few kind of fast because I felt like I was being repetitive. And you probably noticed if you've been with me a while that I'll do that. I'll go through the first coin fairly slowly and explain each of the analyses, and then I'll take that information. I'll go through the rest of the coins quite a bit faster. So if you want me to go over something again, just let me know, or watch the replay and slow it down if you need to check on something. Okay, so we're over here on the swing trading layout, super trend. We're in a buy, but again, we're at the red zone on the hour chart, which I don't like for an entry. On the 4 hour, same. 8 hours, same. Day chart. Same thing on the day chart. So this is a recent high for Jasmy. And on the 1 hour, we're in a buy. Trendilo is shooting, nearly straight up, but we're at the red zone and kind of stalling. So you might want to wait for a pullback, or might just want to pass on this one entirely and do a day trade on it. Okay, any questions on Jasmy as a day trade or swing trade? Okay, any other coins you guys want to look at? I think I'm going to wrap this up here. All right, well, happy Bitcoin $100,000 week. Hope you have good fortune throughout the rest of the week. The attendance is improving on the Zoom call, so that's good news. And even though news like this is exciting, as a day trader, I love this stuff. When it's just going sideways up and down, pick up those 1 or 2%. Even on a spot, if you're doing spot trading, you pick up 2 or 3% on each trade, your balance will increase significantly fairly quickly. So hang in there. Okay, well, if you're watching this on the recording, I prefer to see you live, but check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And the rest of you guys have a good trading weekend. See you Monday. Bye.
Thank you much.
Mhm.